Hi, I'm Amy Miller. I'm the CEO of OE Enterprises, and we are a community rehab program here in North Carolina. We work with adults with disabilities that have intellectual and developmental disabilities. We've been in North Carolina for over 50 years now. We were started by a group of families that were wondering what was going to happen next to their loved one after graduation. So they started a work program here in Hillsborough. We've expanded our services over the years. We are now serving individuals in Orange County, Alamance County, Chatham County, Guilford County, and Durham County. And Asheboro, Randolph County. So it's really expanded. We have 3 meaningful day programs where we have individuals that come into our buildings and receive services. It might be activities, it might be work, they might be working here with us. And then we have our transition programs. We also have our supported employment programs. So we have a lot of services that we offer through OE. Our mission is to enhance the lives of individuals with disabilities through advocacy, education, and employment. And we embrace all 3 of those concepts, knowing that we are here to support our individuals by leaning into those 3 values. So choice is a huge piece. We want our individuals that we serve to have autonomy over their lives. So whatever that may be that they're retired, they've worked previously and they want to stop working, enjoy just a relaxing life. So we help support them in that manner. It might be employment. And what that employment might look like is how many hours they want to work, where they want to work, and in what environment, or with who they want to work. Whatever the individuals choose to do, we're going to provide them the supports that they need to be successful. So we were very, very excited when we saw this grant come across our table. We were like, this would be perfect for us to get some of our meaningful day participants that were previously earning a paycheck out in the community and earning a paycheck again. When we decided to apply, we were like, this is the perfect avenue and the perfect support where we can grow the vision of supporting our individuals with finding employment within the community. So when the Provider Innovation Grant funding has allowed us to really take an internal look at who we are as an organization and what our values are. And so we were able to examine the thought processes that our families have as far as can their loved one go out into the community to work. We saw a lot of families that were previously saying to us, I don't feel safe with them being out in the community. They're not going to be protected. So we were able to speak with the families. We were also able to look at our staff thinking and their mindset. And a lot of them were always thinking, oh, they can't do that. They're not able to do that. But we've had those conversations and started to switch that mindset. And it's been very exciting to see our staff really grow in that manner. And so this has been absolutely fantastic. We actually also took the opportunity to participate in the CIE assessments that were offered through the state. And we had 52 individuals take that assessment. And out of those 52, we had 22 that have been referred to EIPD services. And that was a major shift for us because previously when we had talked to families about the possibility of competitive integrated employment, it was always that, no, can't do it. We can't do it because of benefits. We can't do it because of fear of them being safe. But we sat down and had one-on-one conversations with those caregivers, with those guardians, and they were all for it. And those assessments were fantastic. The group that came out and did them, we had parents or guardians that came and sat in, and they were very thrilled. And so we're excited to see where we're going next. And so it is going to be an awesome experience moving forward. Challenges really have been that mindset shift. So we realized early on that we needed to really look internally and take a deep dive and really, really feel out and be truthful with ourselves about what the thought process was, right? So that deep dive, and then it was also just what's the path forward? So where do we start? We knew we needed to go somewhere, we needed to move, but what's the first step? And so doing those assessments, having those conversations with those families was big, but it's also knowing that we can't instantaneously make this happen. There's no magic wand to change people's minds that quickly. And so this is not a sprint. It is a long race, and it's going to take us a while to shift, but we're committed to making that shift. Participating in those CIE assessments was a major first step. That was a major hurdle. And then we are speaking with our staff here in a couple of weeks. We're going to be meeting with them and talking to them about who is in their circle, who can they help connect us with within the community to help support our individuals to find jobs. So maybe their neighbor works at a bakery and we have an individual that wants to, learn to bake cakes. And so making those connections. So it really is looking at the person that we're serving, who surrounds them, what supports they have, and taking that action plan and just going step by step and really building upon it as we go. So the money that we're earning is going to be the capacity growing for our staff. We are actually going to be looking at adding some more additional roles within the organization. We're looking at doing some windmill training and getting some people certified so that we can actually support the employers out in the community as well. We're looking at how we can restructure and retrain our staff. We actually invested in a learning management system that has been huge as well to coincide with the CIE. So we're able to do more training around person-centered and what competitive and integrated employment looks like for our staff. So they have the knowledge to be able to be impactful in this mission. Do it. Just do it. It doesn't hurt to throw it in there. It's also look internally, look at your processes, look at the thought patterns that you have within your organization, and really see where you can grow. And know that there's at times been some negative connotation about competitive integrated employment, or can individuals go out and find those jobs. And it's knowing that it's still choice. There is still choice. I'm not saying that everyone has to go get a job. I'm not saying that they're all going to work 40 hours a week or anything like that. But give them that informed choice. Let them know that this is an option. Work is an option. And we can make it fit their situation or their needs or their desires or their goals, I should say. And so just apply. And there are those of us that came before you that will help you out along the way. I just want to say I'm very thankful that we were provided this opportunity to be able to participate as one of the 4 starting CRPs that were selected for the innovation funding, provider innovation funding. And I really am excited to see where we're going to go and where we're going to land.